Hi, I'm Amy Hazel, owner of Deschutes Angler Fly Shop in Maupin, Oregon, and I'm here to tell you a little bit about ProTube systems today. The ProTube systems consist of two different types of tubes on which you can tie. The first type of tube is called a flexitube. I'm going to show you a little bit about the flexitube. They come in a multitude of colors. I have almost all the colors out here, not all of them, but just a good variety of colors. And the flexitube comes in a variety of different sizes. Now, here at Deschutes Angler Fly Shop, we carry one size in every different available color. We carry the 40-40 size. Now, because ProTube system is from Europe, these are all measured in millimeters. So a 40-40 tube has 40 millimeters of hook holding size tube and 40 millimeters of smaller tube upon which you tie. They have other sizes, as I mentioned, and we carry the 40-40 because the 10-40 and the 20-40 can both be created just by taking a razor blade or a scissors to the 40-40. So these are, in our eyes, a little bit redundant. The only one that you can't cut out of a 40-40 is a 60-20. And we don't carry that one because this is a lot of area in the back for a hook guide. We haven't met anyone that's asked us to have that much area in the back for a hook guide and a smaller area upon which to tie. If the demand ever comes up, we certainly carry those. So these are the flexitubes. Again, they come in a multitude of different colors, blue, clear, black, gray, yellow, brown, you name it. There's tons of different colors that you can tie on. Now, the other type of tube available from the ProTube system is the Pro Micro Tube. And the Pro Micro Tubes are always the same size. And they're 31 millimeters long. Now, the idea with the Pro Micro Tube is that you tie your fly on the longer end, and this nub on the back is where you'll be putting your hook. Now, the difference between the microtube and the flexitube is that the flexitube has a built-in hook holder, and the microtube, actually, you need one more component in order to use it as a fishing fly, and that is the Pro Hook Guide. Now, the Pro Hook Guide comes in 3 different sizes, but each and every size will fit onto the back of the microtube. And the hook guides are a small, rubbery piece of tubing that will slide. It slides over the back end of the microtube and will hold your hook. So just fit it on. You can cut it shorter if you like, but the back of your hook, or the eye of your hook, goes in here after you've tied it onto the leader, which runs all the way through the tube. The neat thing about using the microtube is that you can change up the different colors of the hook guides in order to give your fly a completely different look each time. The next thing we'll talk about is the Flex-A-Needle. Now, the Flex-A-Needle is just a needle that you buy that sticks into any kind of vise, and the reason we really like the Pro Tubefly system needle is that unlike any needle that we've seen on the market, the Pro Flex-A-Needle is flat in the back. It's round on the front and flat in the back. And why this is a superior design is that when you're tying with a flexible tube, a plastic tube, and you shove it onto your needle to start tying, the flatness in the back keeps that tube absolutely from spinning when you're tying. Let me do a demonstration and show you why that is. I'm going to bring the needle up, the Flex-A-Needle. I'm going to bring the Pro Flex-A-Needle up. I'm going to put it in my vise. It'll fit in your vise just like any hook. It's nice and stiff. And I'm going to take a tube. I'll do the 40-40 tube. I'm going to stick that onto the needle. Now, if I were just to stick this onto a round needle, there's a possibility as I'm cranking down with my thread to tie that the needle might spin. But that just, once you shove that onto this flat-backed needle on the Flex-A-Needle, it will not spin. And that's one advantage to getting a Flex-A-Needle. Though you certainly can tie Pro Tube flies on any sort of tube fly vise setup. And that is the basic overall overview of the two different types of tubes available from the Pro Tubefly system and the Flex-A-Needle that we like to use while tying on Pro Tubefly system.